Okay. Okay, so let's make a review, but at the same time, you're going to react because it's already, we have discussed this because we have to go further. Okay. Okay, so this is the stomach, right? So we have here the gastric rugae, this one, the stripes. Okay. And now the reason why God made it so, uh, it's because of the fact that wait, it's because of the fact that uh, it corresponds to this one, huh? So these are the raised areas, this one, and this one are the deeper areas. And so remember that it should be understood that there are gastric cells there. Okay, the gastric cells are there. And for the most superficial there, at the uppermost portion, it should be the mucous cells, right? Because you know that directly in the lumen, you have there the hydrochloric acid, right? HCl. That's why God made it so, because the mucus have the cytoprotective effect, right? Huh? So that's why the mucus should be there. And deeper, you have there the gastric cells, which also secrete important substances. So let's try to review what are they. So we have there if you remember, so di ba Eliani, parietal, 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 parietal. So parietal cell, I, intrinsic factor, right?
Yes,
L, hydrochloric acid. So we should know the function, of course. So the intrinsic factors the intrinsic factor, the one which helps in the absorption of the vitamin B12 at the eye, at the ileum of the small intestine, because the vitamin B12 is very much essential for the maturation of the red blood cells, meaning from blasts, red blood cells which are big, to become the functional, normal red blood cells which are not big, meaning, and then they are not nucleated anymore. Otherwise, a deficiency of intrinsic factor or a deficiency of vitamin B12 or a disease of the ileum or a disease in itself of the gastric mucosa, somewhere there, because remember, they are interrelated. An example of a defect would be that of a megaloblastic anemia. Because in megaloblastic or pernicious anemia, okay, there is a deficiency of intrinsic factor or a vitamin B12 so that the red blood cells cannot mature. So they remain big and non-functional. That's why you will have anemia, which we call as pernicious or megaloblastic anemia, right? Diba, Ilani?
yes, Padre.
So all of you should have that heart to develop or feel that one. Okay, and remember that the hydrochloric acid is made by God, produced by the parietal cell, because it is the one which converts the pepsinogen, di ba? The pepsinogen, ogen, I'll say, ogen na lang, pepsinogen, to become the active pepsin, di ba? The pepsin. So what secretes the pepsinogen?
The chief cells.
Okay, chief cell. So as we associate the chef cook with the Pepsi Cola. So pepsinogen to make it a pepsin. And you know that pepsin is very important because it will function to produce the so-called partially digested proteins, right? The pepsin. Okay, it is not yet the final product of protein to be absorbed by the intestine, but it is only a partial, partially digested protein. So it is really very good if you have really read beforehand so that you can immediately understand, okay? But if you won't, but for the med one, if you won't do your part of reading beforehand, that is very slow and that is a very passive learning. You will not really learn a lot, okay? So remember, we are going to second year na. Few months from now, you'll be second year. And it is an expected competency. You will find it difficult to face pathology if you have no good command of a normal anatomy and physiology. Ha? Yani August, second year na ka mo. Say, 2 years of enjoying at home. So, and let's pray that the pandemic would not continue. Kay my God, you'll be another year at home.
Yeah.
My God, it's bad. Okay, so, okay, we continue, ha? There's so many things to learn. So remember, so we have there the parietal cell. What other cells that you know? Doc, I know enterochromaffin cells. Enterochromaffin. So enterochromaffin, I put there an H in the enterochromaffin because what you remember, Doctora, is histamine, Doc. Histamine, di ba? Histamine. It is produced by the enterochromaffin cells, Doc, because the histamine would stimulate the histamine, Doc, receptors. They are H2. They are H receptors, Doc, in my parietal cells, Doc. Okay. In the my parietal cells, there are H2 receptors, Doc. These H2 receptors are sensitive to histamine, Doc. The histamine. In other words, if they respond to the histamine that is produced by the enterochromaffin, more hydrochloric acid is produced, right? Okay, so very good. And if you remember, okay, this is immediate correlation. So if you remember histamine, you remember the other substances which will stimulate also in the production of hydrochloric acid. Diba? So what are they? Doc, gastrin, Doc. Gastrin. G, A. Where is it gastrin produced? It is produced in the antrum. Antrum, Doc, of the pylorus. In the pyloric antrum, Doc, that gastrin is produced. It also helps further production, more production of hydrochloric acid. And I will say, what else? What are other substances that are produced? Doc, acetylcholine, Doc. Acetylcholine, yes. Acetylcholine also actually helps in the further production of hydrochloric acid. So I will say, how is acetylcholine produced? Dr. Bagal. Yeah, I remember the A. So Bagal stimulation, Doc. Very good. Okay. So therefore, the substances, acetylcholine, histamine, and gastrin, they are very important for the production of hydrochloric acid. Okay. So among these three, the Board of Examiners will say, which has the greatest stimulatory effect? It is histamine, Doctor. Histamine. Okay, very good. That's histamine has the greatest stimulatory effect of all these three. So, you know na. So therefore, if I say, mention to me gastric cells, which are important for the production of the which are important in the which are important in the digestive process in the stomach, the cytopotaphin effect. You will say mucus deck cells, Doc. What else? Parietal cells, Doc. Chief cells, Doc. Enterochromaffin cells, Doctor. And what give me substances which will augment further the production of hydrochloric acid by the parietal cells? Then you will say, Doc, histamine, Doc. Okay, then gastrin, Doc. Tapos acetylcholine, Doctor. So those are clever questions. Those are valid questions. You should say that already by heart. Di ba, Yani? As long as you have a RAM technique of doing it, it will just come automatically from your mouth and your heart. It's just like a song or a prayer. Okay, so we go further. Okay. So those are the cells which we have already discussed. Okay. So those now you can explain now why the gastric rugae is made by God that way. Okay. And if you look at the stomach, look at that. Generally, the digestive tract, we have main layers. We have the mucosa with the submucosa, the mucosa with the muscularis mucosae, of course. The mucosa with the muscularis mucosae. Then we have the submucosa. Then we have the muscular proper or the muscularis propria. Then we have the serosa, di ba? So there are 4 main layers in general of the digestive system. Esophagus, stomach, small and large. So 1, 2, mucosa with the with the muscularis mucosae. Then we have here the submucosa, then the muscularis propria or the muscular proper, then the serosa. Okay. But however, okay, look at the stomach. There's a special consideration in the stomach. For your muscular and normally in the for the muscular layer, muscularis propria or the muscular proper, normally if you review your histology, you have 2 main layers there, the circular and then the and then the and then the longitudinal layer, yes. But in the stomach, we have here the oblique. We just add the oblique, ha? That's why, di ba, Cindy, it is a very favorite during fiesta, di ba, the tungol nga ni, that tiyan ng baboy, di ba, you love to cook it. Di ba yan di ba you remember? Yung tungol, yung stomach ng baboy nga ni, they love to cook it. They love to cook it. It's delicious actually, but that the animal good if you're hypertensive, if you have uric acid. That's why it's a bit thicker because of that, because of they have that 3 layers kasi, ha? Okay. If your mother is listening now, she will know. Yes, tungol. Yeah, Lilani, you don't know what tungol is. Your mother, ask her mamaya at lunchtime. Nanay, what is tungol? Nga baboy nga ni nga gin baka nga adobot kaluto, parang adobo po yung kaluto, masarap yan, di ba? Sabi nanay, yes. That is tungol, baboy. Okay, we go. Okay, so that's it. Okay. Okay, so this is just additional knowledge, ha? This is just additional. So, in this we have kasi mentioned about the stomach. So this is the gastric bubble. This is the area of the stomach. So this is the right hemidiaphragm. This is the left hemidiaphragm. Underneath is the so-called Magenblase. Magenblase nga ni, Magenblase, meaning normal air fluid level of the stomach. Magenblase. So, di ba, if you stand up, normally we have naman air in the stomach, in the large intestine. Okay, very few only in the small intestine, of course, because the small intestine is more for absorption of the food. But the large intestine kasi we have fecal materials there, di ba? And in the stomach, of course, you can swallow air, di ba? From what happens is that because of the fecal material, then you release gas, fructify. So for the stomach, when you stand up, now normally the air within our stomach would get up, diba? Because it is very light. And then the fluid in our stomach would go down. That's why we have the so-called air and fluid, this white one, air and fluid level. So therefore, this is the stomach, air and fluid level, which we call as the Magenblase. Kaya, Magenblase. That's why I place it there first, just to add knowledge. So this is the stomach. That dark line, that dark dome is called the Magenblase. That dark dome is called the Magenblase. Okay? It is normal and as a good sign you are not feeling your stomach too much. This way, it can mix the food and digestive fluids. Getting an adjustment in the mid-back can help it even more. Okay, again, don't forget Magenblase. So don't forget about this whenever you will be given an upper gastrointestinal series of the so-called barium meal, in which you would like to investigate kasi, for example, in your patients, remember, you're going to become doctors. We have to integrate this one. It is not anymore, Doctora, it is not anymore the usual anatomy and physiology in college. You will become doctors very soon. So we have to face this reality. So, for example, if you are suspecting of your patient to have a gastric ulcer. Gastric ulcer ba? Di ba peptic ulcer disease is composed of a gastric or duodenal ulcer, di ba? So it can occur in the stomach or in the duodenum or both. Okay. So you want to investigate, so you will let your patient swallow a barium contrast material, which will make it white. And then sometimes if you would like to have a mucosal detail, fine mucosal detail, you would like to put also additional air. So you will have that air contrast study. So it will appear this way. So look at this. So this is the area that is being opacified by the contrast material of the barium. So you have here, therefore the black ones are the raised areas of your rugae. Huh? They are the raised areas. While the white one are the depressed areas of the rugae. Huh? They're depressed. So, syempre, these things the raised areas would appear as black because they cannot be covered anymore by the barium because they are raised. While the deeper areas, the barium would accumulate there down. That's why you should see this white thing. Huh? So again, these are the gastric rugae. So if, for example, if I ask you in the revalida, because because there kasi when you reach fourth year kasi on internship in EBRMC ba, you will always encounter revalida questions. Revalida questions ba? Verbal questions in which you have to react. Okay, ha? Okay, so doctors, if I ask you, for example, Cindy, what are these? What are these? You say, those are rugae. So, give me cells that are seen here on the feeling defect areas of the rugae, meaning the rest areas. You will answer, Doc, gastric mucus cells, neck cells, gastric mucus neck cells, Doc. They secrete mucus because they're the rest areas. Could you please give me cells that are seen there in the white thing area of the gastric rugae, so meaning the deeper areas? You will say, parietal cells, Doc, chief cells, those are the things, huh? Enterochromaffin cells, okay. And then, look at this. These are already the duodenum. Okay, the duodenum are you'll be familiar with the duodenum because you can see here this one. These are the plica circularis, Doc, plica circularis that are seen in the small intestine. So again, if you read in advance, plica circularis are seen in the small intestine only, true. While the hostra and succulations and Taenia coli are seen in the large intestines. The large intestines are peripherally located in the abdomen, while the small intestines are centrally located. Okay, ha? Again, the large intestines, which have the hostrae, the succulations, and the plicas, and the appendices epiplocae, appendices epiplocae are seen in the large intestine, while the plica circularis are seen in the small intestines. Okay, ha? We'll have more about that plica circularis in relation to the villi and the microvilli. We'll have that later on. We just continue. So, again, and again, I would like to emphasize this diagram because this is very important for you to understand how hydrochloric acid is produced by the parietal cells, and very important that you should know this by heart because this is a key for understanding of the treatment of peptic ulcer disease. Okay, ha? Okay, so again, in our blood vessels, normally, of course, we have the carbon dioxide there, the chloride. But remember, the major circulating form of carbon dioxide in the blood is the bicarbonate, right? Diba? If you remember in our lectures before in the renal, it is the bicarbonate, diba? It's CO3. But there's also a little amount of carbon dioxide circulating in our blood. There's also a little amount. So we have here the carbon dioxide, the pure carbon dioxide. This one kasi the bicarbonate is transformed na because remember this. Can you remember? Can you see this one? The classical, the very, 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 very important equation that is reversible. Do not forget this in your entire life, please. Okay, so, okay. carbon dioxide will go enter the parietal cell and will react with the water inside the parietal cell, and by the help of the carbonic anhydrase will become the H2CO3, and then it will be converted back again kay this is reversible man. Vice versa man ito ya. Vice versa man yan. Okay? Okay. So, it will become the H and then the HCO3. Okay, doctors, ha? So, the HCO3 will go back, of course, here. While the hydrogen, okay, that hydrogen will enter the lumen of the stomach here. Enter the lumen. Okay, that hydrogen to go there, a potassium should be pumped going inside. So we call it the hydrogen potassium pump. Okay. Normally, again and again, we have a hydrogen potassium pump normally. You cannot let the hydrogen go inside if you won't put the potassium there. Okay. So, therefore, hydrogen potassium pump. Okay. So, the hydrogen will go there na because the potassium was pumped going inside. So, this hydrogen, of course, will now react with the chloride. That chloride, of course, comes from here. Okay. Going there. Okay. So, therefore, now you will have already a hydrochloric acid. So, therefore, it is not just about, you should not just, it is not enough that you will just say that parietal cell produce hydrochloric. You should know how it is produced. Okay, okay. So therefore, then the potassium, of course, will go na out. Okay, So let's make use of this by the treatment of your peptic ulcer disease. Okay. So for the treatment, therefore, of peptic ulcer disease, it is there in your It is there in your Silis book. One, antacids like, di ba, Kremil S, the one that you buy in the store ba? Antacids as calcium hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, that neutralize gastric acid because it is a buffer when ingested. They are fast acting, they are fast, but they have short duration of effect only. So it is not enough. Antacids are effective for up to 30 minutes on an empty stomach and neutralize the acid for 2 hours only when taken with food. Long-term self-treatment with antacid should be avoided because the cause of excess acid production should be determined. Also, there are more effective treatments. So we have. So, the one that you usually buy for yourself if you have an ulcer, di ba? Or if, for example, your lolo, nanay, tata, your brother, you have heard a lot about this. The H2 receptor antagonists. For example, Santac, di ba? The Santac or the ranitidine, Santac, ranitidine, or cimetidine, the Tagamet or cimetidine, di ba? So you buy that. And those are H receptors, meaning they are H receptor antagonists. Di ba, as I told you, the parietal cells, wait. Di ba, as I told you, the parietal cells, di ba? The parietal cells have H2 receptors here, di ba? Okay, so that if histamine, di ba, will stimulate your H2 receptors. Therefore, you will have hydrochloric acid production, di ba, histamine. So therefore, you have to antagonize. You have to antagonize the H2 receptors. You have to antagonize. So therefore, via the Tagamet or Santac or ranitidine. So that they block the histamine receptor of the parietal cells. Recall that histamine, gastrin, and acetylcholine stimulate parietal cells to secrete acid, and that histamine has the greatest stimulatory effect. H receptors are the type like Zantac or famotidine, also Pepcid, are antagonists that bind reversibly to the H receptors. Therefore, they suppress 24-hour gastric secretion. That's why you give it once a day, approximately 70%. The H receptors are different from the H1 receptors involved in allergic reaction. So the one in the peptic in the parietal cells are H2 receptors, not H1. Antihistamines that block allergic reaction do not affect the histamine-mediated gastric acid secretion. Okay. Now, another one is the proton pump inhibitors. So if you remember, Dr. Ilani and company to all with one, remember always the proton O. Example is, omeprazole, doc. Omeprazole. Omeprazole. What are they? They are proton pump inhibitors, meaning they try to inhibit po this one. They try to inhibit that one. You inhibit. By inhibiting that one, hydrogen cannot anymore go inside. Why? Because potassium cannot go inside. Right? So therefore, proton pump inhibition or inhibitor. Huh? So don't forget about that. So again, doctors, if I ask you in the Revalida, what are, you know what, Ilani, hello, and company. Dr. Paloma kasi is the chairwoman, the chairman of the physiology. If, for example, it is just me, if it is just me only, I would really go for a Revalida exam. I will give theoretical exam, but the greatest among the stimulatory effect, histamine, for me, the greatest stimulatory effect or the greatest grade, the biggest of all the weight would be the verbal. You will all face under me. All of you. So that means to say, if you cannot pass the exam, don't worry if you cannot pass the verbal exam because you will immediately have a take 2 until you pass. Okay. Until you pass. So you really don't have to be afraid. Because I really remember the great power of a verbal exam. I can see that you know. Don't worry, I will lead you. And that's what I'm going to do. Dr. Cindy, hello? Dr. Cindy, are you there?
Mike Cindy.
Okay, sige, no, just tell her na lang. That's what we are going to do in radiographic anatomy. So don't hurry up your exam. Don't naman. Okay, don't worry. That's great learning. That's great learning. The exam in radiographic anatomy until the finals will start now. Next meeting. You will always be faced with a verbal exam. Don't worry. But anyway, I give you pointers. What are you going to study? Okay, sige. Don't be afraid. Okay, don't be afraid. But I'm not going to do that in physiology. I'll follow Doctora because she is the chairman. But in radiographic anatomy, Doctora will not tell me what to do because she is not after radiographic anatomy. Okay, Okay, sige, thank you. Okay. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Okay. As I told you, remember, when you take kasi the board exam, when you are already resident physicians, diplomate exam is composed of 2, written and verbal exam. Okay? And remember, during rounds, I know that you're familiar with patient rounds, di ba, with doctors, di ba, Ilani? Because when you were a nursing student, you also go with them, with the doctors, di ba? Di ba, they always have that verbal exam there, the participation, di ba? So, I'm going to let you do that because I know that you all have great potentials. And I know actually it's very you tend to be afraid, you know, you don't have to actually you'll find it very good actually type of learning. That one, the verbal exam. Don't worry, you will all pass. You will all pass. You will all pass under me. But you have to sweat it out. Okay. Okay, no. Sige, okay sige. So, sige. It's the receptors and okay, so we go. Okay, now, doctor, so Next issue, as if you're already having a practice for the verbal exam. This is already a practice, huh? Okay. These are the plica circulares. Okay, huh? These are the plica circulares. Actually, if you have a cadaver, you will actually see this. Huh? You know what? I'm more powerful in verbal type, in revalida type. Maluya it written. Pwede ka tumapang. Pwede kang mang-guess, pero ang verbal, you cannot guess. You have to read. Okay? You have to understand. Okay, so, look at this. Those are, the raised areas there, the small intestines, are the plica circulares. The villi and the microvilli, they actually emanate from the plica circulares. Okay, ha? Okay, look at this. Okay, look at this first from the cilis. Okay, this one is better. This one that I took this from the tortoras. This one, doctor. Diba? This one for tortoras. Okay, these are the plica circulares. Ha? These are the plica circulares. The plica circulares actually are, if you're, diba, we have 4 main layers. Diba, I told you, mucosa, with the muscularis mucosae. Then what is the next? Submucosa. Then the muscular proper, or the muscularis propria, and then the serosa. Okay. So what happened? Why if I ask in the revalida, why is there a plica? What is that plica all about? Doctor, plica, doc, are actually submucosa and mucosa that has raised up. This one. Okay. Okay. They are upstreaming, doc, of this mucosa or raised areas of the submucosa and then the mucosa. That's why we have given up to this. Okay. Okay, can you get me, Doctora Curitana, ha? I am telling you this because you are the one to mentor. You are going to, during the review for my examinations in verbal, which will start with radiographic anatomy, okay, you will all mentor with each other. You're going to meet in your free Zoom or one with account, because I'm going to give common questions in which all of you have the opportunity to answer that. And for each one of you, if you're only allotted for, I think, 5 minutes or 3 minutes or 4 minutes. So the questions they are full of questions. That's why you should be familiar with all the answers of all those full. So you will be working as a group as well. That's why I will be dividing you into subgroups. Okay. 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 So, if I ask you, for example, Dr. Ilani, describe to me how a plica circularis is formed. You will say, Doctor, actually, plica circularis are actually round, they are just areas of the submucosa and then the mucosa of the wall of the small intestine. And then the villi, how is it formed? The mucosa, doc, diba, there's a raising up, doctor, of the mucosa here in the plica, diba? Here, diba, doc? So you just say spontaneously, you don't have to memorize. Understand. Talk to me as if we are friends. That's the technique in answering. Ha? Diba? Diba, Ilani? That's why I'm training you to answer from the heart. You should answer from the heart because you use the mind. Diba? When you study, use the mind. But in answering, that one that was registered in the mind should be spoken from the heart. It's an artistry. Actually, answering questions is an artistry. But the problem is, if you won't be reading, if your classmate won't be reading about the theoretical, then you will be talking something from the heart, but it is not related anymore to the question. That's wrong, diba? Study well the theoretical aspect, and that what comes from the mouth and from the heart will be like a song, diba? I will say, if I know that if you know, because just a one word of it, I know that you know. So sometimes I may not let you anymore finish the answering if I know that you know. But if you don't know, I may guide you. I can guide you. I can guide you. Ha? Sometimes kasi, the heart is pumping too much. The pumping is pumping too much. Sabi nga ng mga estudyante ko, or even resident physician, Dok, nangangatog yung tuhod ko, nakakatakot. Ha? Kasi, pag nagbigay ka ng question, susundan. Susundan, tapos hanggang sa medyo, tumaas na sa bukid. Tumaas na yung bukid ba, hanggang sa marating yung climax. That's it. That's learning. Ha? Okay, so, Doc, yung ano po, yung villi po are actually, di ba sa plica circularis po, Doc, di ba? Nag-raised areas po yan ng mucosa at saka ng ito po, Doc, ito po ng mucosa. Now, ang villi po ay umaakyat pa po, magtagalog ka, magbinisaya ka. Ay ito po ay umaakyat pa po yung ano po, umaakyat pa po yung aakyat naman pumuli ang mga mucosa. Opo, yan. Ang mga ganyan na pag-akyat-akyat na para mga finger process po na pag-akyat po ng mucosa po ay villi po yan. Okay. Ano naman ang microvilli? Ang microvilli po ay tawag pong brush border po yan, Doc. Ito po, yung villi po, may mga balahibo po. Ang villi po, may mga balahibo po yan, Doc. Okay. So, brush border. Ano naman ang mga nandyan sa mga villi na yan at mga microvilli na yan at saka plica? Ano ba ang role talaga ng tatlo na yan? At saka, pwede ba pakidescribe mo sa akin, Ilani, kung ano ba ang mga role ng mga plica na yan, villi na yan, microvilli, at saka bigyan mo rin ako ng mga functions ng villi at microvilli na yan. Okay, ito po, Doc. Ang plica at villi at microvilli po ay binigay po ng Diyos. You can say that. Ano yan? Bigay ba ng COVID yan? Bigay ba ng demonyo yan? Bigay ng Diyos yan. Ha? The plica, the villi, and the microvilli po, Doc, ay binigay po ng Diyos yan sa atin because ang function po talaga ng small intestine is for absorption po, Doc, di ba? So, para po ma-hasten up po yung absorptive process natin, binigay po ng Diyos na marami pong surface area po. Di ba, Doktora Ilani, di ba? Marami pong surface area, Doc. So, ang plica, therefore, di ba, kung titingnan po natin, Doc, di po ba? Oh, yan, opo, di ba, parang mga kulot-kulot po na buhok. Yan po ay, sus, Panginoong po. Kaya ang nalungkot talaga ako nang hindi na tayo mag face-to-face, kaya medyo mahirap gawin ito sa Zoom. Mahirap gawin. Kaya, Doc, kayo maggrupo-grupo na kayo, maghanda kayo ng picture para i-guide nyo ang iyong salita, mapangungusap sa picture. At kayo na ang nagpipresent. Ako ay nakikinig lang. Ikaw ang bida. Okay ha? Kayo ang salita ng salita. Ha? Ako ay nakikinig at nagtitreadmill. Pero mas mabilis akong magtanong, mas peak ang aking pag-iisip kasi remember, nasa treadmill ako. Malakas ang oxygen, pasok ng oxygen ng circulation papunta sa utak ko. Ha? Kaya hindi ako aantokin. The more akong magiging hot sa pagtatanong. Okay? Kaya, Dr. Ilani, sabihin sa grupo, sa Med1, pumandak kayo. Kay Duterte. Si Doc, parang si Duterte. Okay, ha? Sige, ha? Okay. Pero alam ko, Dr. Ilani, kayang-kaya mo yan. Kung magbabasa.
Yes.
Pero kahit pa, I know you know this, Dr. Ilani. Kahit pa matalino ang tao, di ba? Kahit pa board placer, kung hindi po mag-review, Doc, we are nothing.
Yes.
Di ba?
Yes,
Di ba? Okay. Kung paano ka nakarating, paano ka naging board placer, paano ka naging mabuting estudyante dahil naghirap ka. Di ba? Nagsakripisyo ka. Hindi yan pusang ibibigay kung hindi mo yan pagsasakripisyuhan. Di ba, Dr. Ilani?
Yes, Buddha.
Yan ang dapat ituro mo sa mga classmates mo. Hindi yung magdodoktor ka na lang na hindi ka nag-study. Gusto mo mag-doktor pero hindi ka nag-ihirap. Diba? Gusto mo mag-doktor pero hindi ka mag-sakripisyo. Foul yun. Kawawang pasyente mo. Lalasunin mo lang. Diba? Lalasunin mo lang. Dapat paano? Ni paracetamol, hindi mo alam ang function. Ha? Okay. So, para maging mabuting doktor, para maging mabuting mamamayan, at para makapagsilbi sa Diyos at sa kapwa-tao, dapat magsakripisyo, dapat mag-study. Okay? Okay, so sige, thank you. Sige, very good. Sige ha, very good. So, yan yung sagot ha, okay. So, yung vilay po, doctor, yung vilay ay, may mga functions din po yan. Actually, go for absorption, mga absorptive cells like that. At saka yung vilay po, doc, na yung mga microvilli po, dyan, yung mga microvilli po, Doc, mayroon po yung mga enzymes po na sila po yung Doc, nagkakaroon ng final po for absorption. Sila po yung nakakatulong para finally po ma-absorb yung mga final substances po. Yan, sige, pag-aaralan natin mamaya, pag-aaralan natin yan, no problem. So, binibigay ko lang sa inyo, ha. So, therefore, the plica, the villi, and the microvilli were made by God in order that they can specialize for absorption and to increase also the absorptive area of the small intestine, because ang main function po talaga nito is for absorption. Okay, so we go further, ha. So, yan. Okay. Okay, we go here. Okay, so yan, ha. Okay, we go. Another, paborito kong itanong ito. Ilani, hasampulan kita, ha? Kasi alam ko, don't be afraid na hindi ka makasagot kasi wala namang perfectong tao, di ba?
Yes,
Ang Diyos nga, ang Diyos perfecto, pero dahil divine siya, di ba? Jesus is divine, but he's also human, di ba?
Yes,
Meron din siyang mga paghihirap, okay? So don't be afraid. Kung ang Diyos nga, mapagpatawad, how much more tayo? Ha? Pero alam kong kaya mo ito. Pero yun nga, i-guide kita. Kasi I am a mentor. I want you to develop further. Okay? And I want you to become a very, very, very good mentor in the next generation of doctors. Okay, ha? Ito, pancreas. Okay, ha? Okay, Doc, sige. Okay, practice tayo, ha?
Yes, Buddha.
Okay. Sige lang. Pancreas. Will you please tell me something about the pancreas? What have you read about? And for those others, I will guide you through my questions. Now, in 3 minutes, or in 5 minutes, will you please tell me something about the pancreas? Anything that you know. Go.
Okay. So the pancreas is both an endocrine and exocrine gland. In the digestive system, its function is to produce digestive enzymes and break down carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids.
Okay.
For the other exocrine functions, it's called exocrine because it secretes hormones such as insulin and glucagon.
Okay. Very good. Sige. Okay, now. So, I know that you have something in mind. Through the guide questions also, you can answer this. Is the pancreas a retroperitoneal or an intraperitoneal organ?
It's a retroperitoneal organ.
Wow, very good. Ito man, correct. Correct, Dr. Eliani, mamay. Okay. True or false? The pancreas secretes also enzymes, di ba? You mentioned about enzymes, di ba? The trypsinogen, the chymotrypsin, Aside from the enzymatic, ito man ito man dura. Ito man, okay. Aside from the enzymatic functions, enzyme secretions of the pancreas, it also has, true or false, aqueous secretion, meaning an aqueous secretion or a watery secretion that is alkaline in environment. True or
Yes.
false? Di ba you read about that, di ba?
Yes.
Correct, Dr. A, aqueous. Alkaline. Correct. Bob, 3 points na. So, kanina, nimiginakan, may daka na 5. Ha? Okay. To make, the perfect should be 10. Okay. Okay. So, kanina may daka na 5. I can see because immediately you were answering already. When I say start, you were already saying. And I noticed there was a lot of sense in what you were talking about. Okay. Grabe tong lecture, Dok, nabigla kami, iba ka ngayon. Ha? Okay. O kasi, alam mo, boring kung palagi na lang mga ganyan na, ganyan-ganyan, yung usual na ginagawa usual na ginagawa ng mga professor natin, mga ganyan-ganyan, palagi. Dok, sa inaraw-araw ba naman, nagkakazumpatig na kami, Dok, kasi pag ganyan, okay, Dok, andyan naman PowerPoint, copy naman kami, tapos ganyan-ganyan, tapos babasahin lang, tapos exam, next meeting, agoy, kaboring, nagsusumpatig, ha? Pero minalaam mo, waray na pagbabago, ha? Okay, tapos dugangan pa, next year, home quarantine na naman kita nga tanan, agoy, tapos third year, bulagi hapon, home quarantine. Natapos ka ng medicine mo, 4 years, puro ka lang home quarantine. Ang sakit nun, di ba? Ha? So, sige. Okay, next. Next. So, okay. Okay. This is a bonus. You may or not answer or this. Okay.
Okay.
True or false? Di ba, kanina, we were talking about that the stomach, di ba, it partially digests the protein, di ba? That's why the hydrochloric acid to convert the pepsinogen to pepsin, pepsin is very important for partial protein digestion, right? Okay, di ba? Because you will be giving polypeptides, di ba? The proteins become polypeptides through the pepsin, right? Di ba, Doktora, from your reading? Okay. So therefore, remember they are just partial. They are just partial. Partial protein digestion can only happen, di ba, Doktora, based on your reading. So look at this. Tinuturuan pa kita along the way. Ha? So, partial digestion only happens if partial protein digestion happens. Okay, here. Now, remember, the secretion here is acidic because you have hydrochloric acid, right, Doktora? Now, they will go to the duodenum because they have to complete the process of digestion, right, Doktora? Now, the completion of the product of digestion, because will never happen if the environment here in the duodenum will still be acidic. Because the enzymes, di ba you told me, pancreas, di ba you told me, pancreas, di ba, enzymatic secretions, di ba? The enzymes will not function if it is still acidic. It will not. It will only function if it is alkaline. Ha? That is why you told me that it has also aqueous secretion. Aqueous or alkaline, di ba? Okay. That's why God made it so that the pancreas will also have aqueous secretion to make it alkaline so that the enzymes will function. Okay. Now, Doktora, you may or may not answer. This is a bonus.
Okay.
What is that substance? Okay. What is that substance, Doktora, which is secreted actually by the duodenum, which secretes, what is that secreted substances?
the secreted substances.
Oh, what is that? Oh, from the duodenum, which helps in the release of that alkaline or aqueous medium to alkalinize the area here so that the enzymes would be functional. What is that?
Yeah, sure.
Adiman, doktora, adiman.
Serotonin.
Secretin.
Oh, secretin.
Secretin produced by the duodenum. Okay, secretin produced by the duodenum. The secretin, aside from that will release that one, you read it in Silis. It is the Silis actually. It also has a hydrochloric acid, it also tries to minimize the secretion of hydrochloric acid because you want to alkalinize lagi. That's why you have to minimize the secretion of the hydrochloric acid. It also has it tries to also minimize the secretion of hydrochloric acid aside from the release of the alkaline. Okay. Now, Doctora, you also told me, di ba, Doctora, that it has also enzymatic secretion, di ba? It also has enzymatic secretion.
Yes.
What is that substance, Doc, produced by the body na lang. Produced by it is actually produced by the liver, which helps in the release of the enzymatic secretion.
Helps in the release of the enzymatic.
Yes, Doc. Oo. What is that?
Cholecystokinin.
Correct. Ito man. Ha? Correct. That's why I see. Oh, di ba? Look at that. Ang dami mo nang nalalaman. Nakita mo lang yung word na pancreas, ang dami-dami na. Ha? Okay. So, very good, ha, Doktora? Okay, very good. Okay, so.
Thank you,
Okay. Pa, another bonus. Kaya bonus man yun. Okay. What is that? Okay, so Doktora, ganito na. Ganito ko na lang. Dito na. Ito na tayo. What is that substance, Doktora? Kasi, di ba, you told me, kakalify na natin kanina. Kaya ka nagkaroon ng enzymatic secretions kasi ganito yung Doc. The pancreas has both, aside from the enzymatic na the pancreas has also exocrine and endocrine glands. Di ba, Doc? Nag-mention ka niyan. Another E. So, exocrine and endocrine. Pag sinabi po natin, doktor, na endocrine, ductless yun. Endocrine po, ductless, D. Ang isa po ay exocrine. Pag sinabi po natin exocrine, Doc, endocrine, pag sinabi po natin, Doc, na exocrine po, diretso po sa bloodstream. Adi man, ha? Diretso po sa bloodstream. Pag sinabi po natin endocrine, ducted po yun. Doc, ducted. Ito man, may ducts, Kaya nga pupunta siya, di ba, based on your anatomy and physiology, anatomy also, they will go to the pancreatic duct, right? Di ba, Doktora? Nasa silis ito, okay? Okay, so, ang sunod kong tatanong na bonus, pero pag sa verbal, Doktora, pag isabi lang sa mga classmates sa verbal, hindi na bonus. Sobra naman. Magiging bonus pa rin kung mag-study ka kasi bibigay ko naman yan sa reviewer pointers. Ha? Yun lang, dapat handa. Oo. Kung nakakasagot ka, the more ako magtuturo sa iyo. Kung hindi ka makakasagot-sagot, magiging boring yun. Di ba? Magiging boring. Kasi gusto ko kasi, sabi mo sa mga classmates, gusto kasi ni Doc, action. Para bang probinsyano ba? Para sa dramang probinsyano ba? Di ba? Kay Coco Martin, action ang hanap ko. Hindi yung nakakaantok. At ikaw, dahil for example, ikaw, hindi ka nag-study, lumuluha ka ng lumuluha dyan, umiiyak ka ng umiiyak, hindi ka naman pinapagalitan. Hindi ka naman pinapagalitan, umiiyak ka. Huwag, ayoko nun kasi nakakaiyak na drama yon. Gusto ko aksyon. Kung fu. Okay, Jackie Chan. Okay, so, Doktora, okay. Endocrine po, ganito po yung Doc. Ang enzymatic secretions po, like for example, di ba sabi mo, Doktora, chymotrypsinogen, okay, etc. na ayon sa aking nabasa, Sila po, Dok, ay nanggagaling po dito, Dok, sa axonar cells. Ito man po, Dok, this one. Okay. Sa loob po ng axonar cells po, actually, meron dyan mga, di man, axonar cell secret enzymes. Meron po yan dyan talaga yan sa mga, nasa loob po sila ng zymogen granules. Ito man, mga zymogen granules. Yung zymogen granules po sa loob ng axonar cell po, meron po yung enzymes, Dok. Ha? So, another technique, Doc Ilani, is confident ka, kunwari si doktor ang tinuturuan mo. Ako naman ay namamangha sa'yo. Ang galing nito I'm amazed. Ha? Gusto kong i-amaze mo ako. Ha? Pero ito ako sa treadmill. Ang galing nito sige ha. Gusto ko ng ganon. In other words, aliwin niyo ako further. Ha? Okay. Sige, ganito yan, doktor. Yan, So therefore, doktora, sabi mo, kunwari ikaw ako, so, Doc, ang cholecystokinin po, tuman po, Doc, cholecystokinin po, Doc, nire-release po niya ang enzymes dito para lumabas po dito at papunta po doon sa magamit po yan doon sa, let's say, labi natin duodenum ito, di ba? Kaya dito naman nagpupunta di ba, ang pancreatic duct, Wirsang, di ba? At saka common bile duct, di ba, if you remember, magiging ampulla, di ba, dito sa duodenum, di ba? So dito mag-act yan ng mga enzymes. Now, based on your reading, doktora, bakit chymotrypsinogen muna bago maging chymotrypsin? Or bakit trypsinogen dapat muna bago maging trypsin? Bakit ang nire-release ay may ogen? Meaning inactive pa. Dapat, Doc, inactive muna, Doc. Dapat inactive muna kasi pag activated na sila, Panginoon ko dito pa lang, magkakapag-pancreatitis ka, Doc. Right? Oo, kasi nilalize mo man naman ang mga cells mo dyan. Huwag po, Doc, mortal sin po yon. Mag-action ka ng ganun. Magkikipagkwento ka intellectually. Ha? Doktora Ilani sa akin, ha? Kasi pag nagaganon ka, plus, ngayon, di pa perfect ka man sa akin ngayon, Doktora Ilani, okay, perfect ka man, kanina 5 pa, tapos may mga bonus man ako sa iyo na 5, di perfect 10 ka na. Naku, ang perfect 10 ngayon, bibigyan pa kita ng bonus, plus 100 pa. Naku, 110 ka na, Panginoon ko. Di flat 1 ka. Okay? Flat 1 ang grado mo. Mahirap ba akong impress? Hindi Tapos, kung yun nga lang, hanggang 1.0 lang ang grade, kasi hindi naman pwedeng 0.5. Sobra naman yun. Ikikwisyon ako ng school nun, ha? So, ganon. Pag nagbibigay ka pa ng mga parang music ba, kung nagpiano, may artistry ka pa, tapos intellectual hindi yung puro lang artist, walang intellectuality. Paul naman yun, sobra naman yun. Intellectual ka na, may basis, scientific basis, tapos magaling ka pang sumagot ka, may artistry ka pa, gano'n, I can give you 0.5. 0.5. Huwag yan ito sa 1.0 yun. Yun nga lang, tatawag sa akin si Ma'am Lynn. Bakit ba dito sa transcript, dito tanggapin doktor, 0.5? Okay, so sige ha. Oo. Kasi, alam mo, yan sila medyo naaasar yan sila sa akin kasi ang taas-taas ko bigay ng grade. Kaya bakit naman ako maramot kung nakaka-answer naman yan, di ba? Who cares, di ba? Gusto kasi nila, stress. Hindi, biro lang ha. Okay. So, Ilani, hello? Nakarinig mo pa ako?
Yes po, Doc.
Okay, sige. Dapat 1.0 ha. Ilani ha. I don't want to settle for less. Ha?
Okay, Doc.
You promise me. Okay, sabihin mo sa classmates mo, dapat 1.0. 1.5, dapat 1.0 kung mag-study lang, ha? Kung mag-study. Pwede mang 1.1. No problem kasi 1.1 kasi 0.1 to make it 1.0 is for God. Pwede naman, di ba, Dr. Elani, di ba? Okay. 0.1 is for God. Ang Diyos ang perfect. Tayo ay tagasunod lang. 1.1, 1.0, para lang yun. Perfect. Para lang yun. Okay. So, ganito, Doc. Oh. Sige, yan. Ano naman, nagsabi ka sa akin, Dr. Elani, na may aqueous secretion din, di ba? To make it alkaline kasi itong mga enzymes na to, pag napunta na yan dito sa duodenum, hindi yan magpa-function kung acidic pa rin, ha, doktora? Ha? Oh, so dapat alkaline environment na to. So, God made it so that you will have aqueous solution, aqueous ba, secretion, or that aqueous solution is composed actually of alkaline medium. Sodium bicarbonate, kasi alkaline man, ano? Aqueous, tubig, pero composed yan actually ng sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate because it is an alkaline aqueous medium. Saan man ang gagaling po yan? Dito, ductal cells. Ito ba, no? Duct ba rin eh? Yung lining yan, epithelial cells also. Meron yan. May mga ductal cells lining yan. Tapos, kahit tanong mo kay doktor, ano, pagpatulong ka kay doktor, Dr. Lisaka, may ductal cells yan. Yan, ang ductal cells na yan, ang yan ang nagsisecrete ng aqueous solution, doktora. Ha? Tell your classmates. Kaya, magiging alkaline na ito dito sa duodenum. Okay, ha? So, therefore, the enzymes now are active. So, additional lang, for my own reading ito kasi. Ano naman, Dr. Ilani, anyway, bonus ito. Ano naman, anong hormone yun, doktor? Yung mag-convert sa once narito na siya, ang trypsinogen, di ba? Inactive pa man yan. Pag dito na, magiging trypsin yun. Ano naman, Dok, ang example lang yun, ha? Kasi, di ba, chemotrypsinogen to become chemotrypsin, di ba? Tapos, anong substance yun, Dok, ang pinoproduce dito sa small intestine or duodenum in particular, which will convert it to become example, a trypsinogen to become a trypsin. Ano yun? Once it enters.
Enterokinase.
Enterokinase. Ito ba nag-enter? Once it enters here, okay, enterokinase, Doc, ha? Enterokinase, don't forget it. Okay, ha? So, ganon. So, alam mo, sa board exam, dahil placer ka, di ba, ituloy mo yan. May technique ka kasi, Dr. Ilani. Hindi lang para sa iyo, ha? Kasi kung pwede nga lang lahat kayo board placer, di mabuti. Okay? Ha? Okay. Ito man, pancreas pa lang na word. Pancreas pa lang, na letter pa lang ng pancreas. Marami ka nang nalalaman. Retroperitoneal, cholecystokinin, okay, aqueous, alkaline, enterokinase, secretin, axinal cells. Ano ba axinal cells? Axinal cells man ito, yeah. Axinal cells man yan. Retroperitoneal. Kung dagdagan ko pa, Doktora Ilani, can you please mention to me, pwede kong dagdagan yan, ha? Kasi impressed ako sa iyo, eh. Doktora, ano pa, baliban sa pancreas, ano pa pang iba mga retroperitoneal organs ang nalalaman mo? Ala, buyayaw. Sige, buyayaw, kabara, awos. Okay, so, duodenum, clue lang yun, actually. Pwede. Marami, Dok. Among them are duodenum po, pancreas po, kidney po, Dok, adrenal glands, colon po, descending at ascending, ha? Yan, oh. Descending po at ascending, colon. Yan po ang retroperitoneal. Rectum po, rectum. What else? Alam ko po, abdominal aorta po, retroperitoneal po yan. Ano pa? Ito, naging obvious na nabuyayaw. Di po. Ureter, Dok. Ureter, correct. Di ba? So, may technique talaga, Dok. Magpi-placer ka talaga uli. Huwag kang matakot. Ha? Huwag kang matakot. Kaya mo yan. Ha? At saka yung iba dyan na nagbabalak, kayang-kaya. Okay. Huwag matakot mangarap, di ba, Dok?
Yes,
Huwag matakot mangarap. Kasi kung, for example, hindi ka man mag-placer, at least Dr. Ilani ay pasado. Di ba? Who cares, di ba? Pero kung hindi pumasa, mag-retake, di ba, Dok? Kung hindi pumasa, di mag-retake uli. Pero hanggat maaari, lumaban na nang sa simula pa lang para makatrabaho ka agad. Ha? Makatulong ba? Makatulong sa mga magulang, makatulong sa sarili, at makatulong sa mga pasyente ka agad. Kasi kung mag-retake ka pa, pwede naman kung kung minsan hindi pinalad, pero sayang yung time, ha? Magre-retake. Of course, retake, take and take and take and take, even 100 million times retake. Di ba? Take and take and take and take. Pero huwag naman, hanggat maaari, please, mag-study na. Mag-study na rin, Dr. Elani, di ba, mag-study ka rin naman lang, lubos-lubusin na. Di ba? Para makatrabaho ka agad at makatulong naman sa mga magulang. Kaya ang mga magulang, alam mo, nangungutang yan, 'di ba, para makapag-aral, 'di ba? Nag-loan ng mga parents, 'di ba? Nag-loan, 'di ba, sa GSIS. Lalo ngayon panahon ng pandemya, maawa tayo sa kanila kasi naghihirap yun sila. They don't want us they don't want us, hindi lang papahalata, nahihirapan sila, pero sa atin lang, makapag-aral lang tayo. Sila nang bahala sa iba, mga ano, ha? That's why tayo, mag-aral din tayo na mabuti, ha? Kasi napakabuti nila. Okay, ha? Okay, so sige. Next. Okay, continue. So, your grade is 0.5. Okay, perfect ka. Okay, sunod. Okay, 1.0. Sobra-sobra pa. Thank you. Okay, welcome. So, good, ha? Sige. Diyan na tayo. Okay, so secretin released from the duodenum stimulates the pancreas to release a watery secretion rich in bicarbonate. Yun yung aqueous. Ha? Produced by ductal cells. Ha? Cholecystokinin, aside from, di ba ang cholecystokinin, popular kayo dyan kasi yan ang nagpapakontract sa gallbladder, di ba? Para mag-release ng bile. Pero may function pa siya, more than that. Okay, cholecystokinin released from the duodenum causes the pancreas to release a secretion rich in digestive enzymes. Ha, yun. So, parasympathetic stimulation from the vagus nerve causes the pancreas to release secretion rich in digestive enzymes. Di ba ang acetylcholine, di ba sa stomach nagpaparelease din siya ng hydrochloric. Ganon rin sa naman sa pancreas naman, cause the pancreas to release a secretion rich in digestive enzymes. Ha? Okay. Go. So don't forget about this. So ductal cells produce the aqueous watery secretion rich in bicarbonate. Ito naman, axonal cell. Axonal enzymes po do. Oo. Nasaan man sila, nasa zymogen granules sila. Nasa zymogen granules sila ng axonal cells. Re-release yan. Ano naman ang magpaparelease niyan? Secretin po. Cholecystokinin. Cholecystokinin. Dito naman ay secretin. Okay? Okay. Dok, nagkamali ka kanina sa una, no? Normal tao lang ako, pero nang malala ko kagad, ang enzymatic. Yan. Ha? Okay, so, na-change ko kaagad. Kasi ang aqueous ba? Di ba S ang last? Secretin. Ha? Okay. Sige, okay. Yan, ha? So, good. Naintindihan mo na yan. Ito, kaya nyo yan. Makita mo sa libro. Kaya nyo maintindihan yan. Okay, ha? So, ayan, alam mo na. Ang nakikita mo kaagad, hindi kaagad bilay yan. Hindi muna. Huwag mo sabihin related. Pero hindi kaagad bilay yan. Yan ay plika. Tapos ang plika, manganganak pa do. Yan ang plika po do, panganganak. Ang plika po, di ba ay submucosa at mucosa. Di po ba, Dok? Now, ang bilay po, ang mucosa po ay tataas pa uli. So, may mga gilid na cells ang plika, ang pagtaas ng plika. So, yan po ay bilay. Tapos may mga buhok-buhok po. May mga buhok-buhok pa yan, ang mga absorptive cells po, may mga buhok-buhok. Anong tawag yan? Microbilay po. Ito na yun. So, ayun, ito yun. Ha, doctors? Ayan. Sige, go. Ayan, doktora. So, to all of you, the absorptive cell in the small intestine will absorb the nutrients, of course. We also have goblet cells that secrete mucus. We also have enteroendocrine cell, which secretes the hormone secretin, cholecystokinin, that we have been talking about. And then we have the PANET. They secrete lysozyme and is capable of phagocytosis. PANET. Hindi ko, doktora, nalilimutan ang PANET na yan kasi ganito yon. I-associate ko na lang ganito, baka madali malimutan kung hindi ka talaga magbibigay ng technique. Ang pane, di ba, I remember, pwedeng apple, di ba ang apple, may panit, di ba may panit skin, o kaya banana, di ba,
Yes, po, Doc.
may panit siya. Bawat every time nakakain ako ng apple, dahil mahilig ako sa apple, then banana also, pero more of apple ako, because it has lots of enzymes, di ba? It has lots of enzymes, minerals. It is good for loss of weight also because you know what? It's more of water, and then the calories are, although it has sugar, it's fructose and it is low calories. That's why it is good for digestion, and it is anti-cancer, di ba? At the same time, then parang naalala ko ang panit, panit ba? Ang panit skin. Banana ba o dito na pag naalala ko, pero sa apple I love to eat the skin, ha. Kinakain ko ang skin. Ayoko nang kinakalbo kasi maraming mga advantages ang skin ng apple, ha. Nung maliliit pa kayo, babies pa kayo, okay lang, maintindihan ko 'yon. Pero pag matanda na, you should be aware that the skin of the apple has lots of anti-cancer agent, and then it has lots of fibers. Kaya katae ka masyado noon. Full of fibers. So, inimagine ko yung panit, doktor, yung panit ay mayroong lysozyme. Unescapable of phagocytosis, ha? Ha? Huwag mong kalilimutan. Kaya pag tinanong kita, doktora, what is that panit cell all about? Parang lysozyme. Ako ang doc, secret lysozyme, unescapable phagocytosis. Ha? Okay, ganito yun. Okay, ha? Kasi ito, madali-dali na ito eh. Goblet, secretion, neuroendocrine, secretin, cholecystokinin, tsaka absorb nutrients. Ito ang magandang itanong. No? Okay. Next. Ayan, kay microscopic ito ha, doctors. So mucosa, muscularis, yung mucosa. Okay ha. So ito, doc. Alam na ito ha, villi. Doc, meron pa yung mga microvilli dyan. Okay. Sabihin ko sa iyo, Doktora Ilani, paano nangyari ang villi? Kung po yun, Dok. Kasi yung kung baga villi po, for example, this is the small intestine, yung mucosa, yung di ba yung plica circularis po, di ba? Ang plica circularis ay raised area po yan ng submucosa at saka mucosa. For example, sa mucosa. Okay. Kung po yung plica. Now, ito po ay mucosa, di po ba? Magre-raise pa ang mucosa. So, mangyayari naman yan, villi po. Okay. Tapos, meron siyang mga, of course, absorptive cells dyan sa gilid. Tapos, may mga buhok-buhok yan. Anong mga buhok-buhok na yan? Microvilli po. Brush enzymes. What are they? They're enzymes po, which is important for the final digestion of substances. Very good. Yun. Okay, next. Okay, dito tayo. Yan. Brush border. Lumen. So, dito may mga enzymes yan. Okay. Uy, huwag kalilimutan ha, kasi nag-discussion tayo. Ano to? Yan ay ang mga capillaries, of course. Capillaries. May mga lacteals. Ha? Ito man, sa villi may lacteals. Ano ang mga lacteals, doktora? Yan dyan ang lymph. Di ba, ina-absorb man ang mga di ba, lacteals. Ang lacteals ay magiging lymphatic, yung mga, di ba, yung mga di ba, one of the functions of the lymphatic device for, yun, doktora, yung sa about the fats. It also helps in the absorption of fats.
Yes.
Doc, yung, di ba? Diba, there are three main functions of the lymphatics. Ano yun? Prevention against edema, for stocking up of fluid. Isa pa ay for the immune system, Doc. Ano na yung isa? Ano yun? Sa fats yun, absorption, di ba? Oo. Sige, good. Okay, ha? So, yan. Lacteals yan. So, don't forget, saan ang lacteals dumadaan? Diba? Tingnan, doktor. May choice ka, lacteals. Pwede rin ito. Ang lacteals, gagawin kong Gagawin kong I. Ito man, dami mong choice. Dr. Ilan, ang dami mong choice. Bilay, nandyan ang lactyals. Dami mong choice. Ha? Okay. Kung hindi ka gawa ng technique, hindi ka makakagawa nito na nandyan. Nakakalimutan mo, ano ba yung, saan ba yung lactyals? Ginaganyan-ganyan pa yung ulo sa examen. Saan ba yun? Ginaganon pa yung kamay. Pinupukpuk-pukpuk yung ulo. Bakit mapupukpukin yung ulo mo? Nakikita mo sa test paper, nandyan nga yung L, nandyan yung I, andyan yung sagot sa letters. Sabihan mo, ano ka ba? Ha, di ba? Papukpuk-pukpuk pa ng ulo, nagpapakamatay pa dahil hindi na masagot-sagot yung bilay kung nasaan. Andyan lang naman sa letter, andyan, oh. Tanga. Hindi, biro lang. Biro, ha? Di ba? Uy, oo nga pala, nandyan pala yung letters. Ikaw kasi, suplado ka kasi, suplada, ayaw tumingin. Ayaw tumingin sa papel, palagi na lang doon sa pagkain ang nasa isip. Puro na lang kain. Ka-order pa lang sa isang subject, nagpa-order ng 3 hamburger. Tapos, after 1 hour sa sunod na subject, tatawag na naman doon sa online. Order na naman ng kaldereta. Tapos ang kaldereta, after 1 hour, ayan na naman, magpa-order, pupunta na naman ang panda. Sabihin ng taga-panda, siya pa rin nagsabi, Dr. Ailani, bakit baka 5 beses ka nang nagpapa-order sa akin ng panda? Sobra naman. Ha? So, okay, pero drama lang yon. Bakit? Naalala ko kasi, lactyals. Kasi palagi kang fatty foods. Ha? Okay, so sige. Okay. Drama lang yon para pa saya. So next. Okay ha? Yan, okay ha? So that's it, doctors ha? Okay. Ayan oh. Ayun pala. Yan ha? Kay lumay. Dr. Elani, daldal ako ng daldal kanina sa lakdal. Andito pala. Sumusunod pala siya. O yun oh. Mga kailomicrons, ha? Oh. Yan ang maganda, Dok. Yan ang ito ganito ang ating lesson, doktora. Kasi sa akin kasi is this also form of mentoring kasi, technique ba how to learn. As long doktora as nagbasa ka talaga beforehand, tapos nag-ram ka na by your own, pwede ka naman mag-ram ng sarili mo, di ba? Tingnan mo ako. Nagbasa kasi ako, nagraram kasi ako, hindi ko alam na ito palang sinasabi ko, pinagtatanong ko sa iyo, yung ginagawa ko ng drama, ay nandyan pala, magkasunod pala sila. Ha? In meaning, it comes automatically sa puso. Ha? Ganyan talaga mangyayari sa inyo. You study, di ba? Ano ang learning, Dr. Ilani? Mind, body, heart, and spirit. Yon. It's just like a prayer. Ha? Dok, nakikita na yung mukha mo. So, sige, okay. Kasi, yun na. Ewan ko bakit. Kasi, puso na nagkasalita sa akin. Kaya nakikita mo na ako. Ha? Kaya babalik ko sa taas. Ayan. Sige. Okay, go. Okay, go. Okay, go. Sige. Yan. So, ano yan, Dok? What's it all about? Okay, so sige, basahin nga natin. Okay, dito tayo. May technique na naman ako tuturo, doktora. Okay, di ba? Pag kumain tayo, Dok, di ba kumain ka na dahil 5 beses ka nang nagpapa-order sa panda. Pabalik-balik sa'yo. So, palagi kang kumakain, mayroon kang, doktora, carbohydrates. Di ba? Carbohydrates, kumain ka. May proteins. Of course, sa proteins. See what yan? Proteins, di ba? Fats, of course. Kay Panginoon ko naman, doktora, maraming fried chicken. Ang paborito ko pa ko, Dr. Elani, chicken skin. Panginoon ko, ang daming, wag yan ha. Maraming low density at very low density lipoproteins yan, utang na loob. Deep fried pagod. Na maraming deep fried, di ba? Pag deep sa oil na deep fried, di ba? Di ba ang usual oil natin, dami nating trans fat. Trans fat ba? Ang pangit na fat is trans fat, hindi transgender ha, trans fat at saka saturated fats. Bakit yan? Ang maganda na fat ay unsaturated. Ha? Unsaturated. Ang pangit na fat ay saturated at saka trans fat. Okay. Maraming fat. Okay. Sige, Doc. Okay. Game. Game tayo, Doc Ilani, ha? Ikaw talaga ang ano ngayon, ikaw talagang sample. Nakikinig lang yan sila sa'yo. Ha? Tapos, tutuksikin ka nila bago mag-exam. Puro na, Ilani, turuan mo ko nito. Ha? Ilani, ganito. Saliva. True or false, Dr. Ilani? Don't worry. Bonus ito lahat. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Dr. Ilani, hello?
Hello, Doc.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Wait, Dr. Ilani. Oh. Ilani here, Doc. Okay, so, okay. Saliva. True or false? Saliva has amylase. Because,
True, Doc.
true. Remember, you used to remember that it is pancreas, di ba? Oh, mayroon naman talagang amylase ang pancreas, di ba? Pero ito man, true. Saliva. Okay. Saliva. True or false, doktora? Lipase, the lipase, di ba, the enzyme lipase is exclusively seen only or exclusively released by the pancreas only. True or false?
False po, Doc.
False. Correct. Kasi ang saliva, meron yang lipase. Ayan saliva. Sa gastric, meron sa gastric, di ba? Ang palagi mo naalala kasi is pepsin, di ba? Doktora, pepsin. Pero I tell you, sa gastric juice, meron din doktorang lipase. Ha? So therefore, yung fats actually, nagisimula na yung i-kwan dito. Nagisimula na yung partially digest ang lipase, ang fats dito. Kaso lang, 10% lang. Ang pinakamarami talagang 10% dito, sabihin natin mga around 10 to 20% dito, nakakaroon na rin yan ng digestion, ng fats. Pero ang pinakamarami talagang digestion, doktora, dito na yon sa duodenum kasi may lipase kasi, nag-secrete kasi ito ng maraming lipase, ang pancreas, ha? Okay, so don't forget, ha?
Okay.
So, may sa saliva, mayroong amylase, may aside from the fact na mayroong lysozymes ang saliva, di ba? Antibacterial. Hello, Dr. Ilani?
Yes, po, Doc.
True or false? Meron bang lysozyme ang Paneth cells?
Yes, po, Doc. True.
Correct. Okay. Okay, correct. So, yan. Okay. Good. So, dito sa stomach, don't forget, meron na tayong pepsin, di ba? Meron ka ring lipase. Ha? So, dito na tayo. Ang bile, okay. Ang bile, ang importante dyan, yung bile salts at saka bile acids. Ha? Remember, ang bile salts at bile acids, or dapat yung tandaan, Doc, ito ganito, Doc. Ang bile salt or bile acid, meron yang dito sa gitna ay hydrophobic. Hydrophobic, ha? Ang center at saka sa gilid is hydrophilic. Hydrophilic ang labas. Ha? Kung bakit doktora hydrophilic sa labas? Kasi, you know what? This one, ganito na lang para mas mabilis tayo. Itong bile salt or bile, di ba? In the process of lipid digestion sa mga fats na ino-order mo sa Panda, sa Jollibee, sa mga online na yan, kaya sigurado ako, Dok, ang mga slim na mag-enrollment, Dr. Ilani, atin-atin lang ito, ang masyadong slim noong enrollment last year, mantakin mo, pag nagkita uli kayo sa enrollment, kahit ngayon, kung hindi pa nakabayad yan para sa finals, pupunta ng school, times 3 na ang size. Yes. Kasi dahil kakakain, order kay 10, matension naman ang medicine, di ba? Exam dito, exam doon. May Zoom patig pa. Di ba? So, maraming fats. Okay. Which comes first, Doktora, in the process of fat digestion? Which comes first? Emulsification ba or micelle formation? Ano? Saan?
Emulsification.
Correct. Oh. 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 So, emulsification. Ito na lang. Correct yan. Emulsification. E comes first before the M, di ba? Sa emulsification, di ba? Emulsification. Ano emulsification? Ang lipids mo, malaki, di ba? Malaki talaga yan. Malalaki. Malalaki. Para madali siya ma-digest, eh dapat durugin natin muna sila to make it smaller. So, ang bile salts and bile acids will emulsify the big globules and fats to make it smaller. So, nagiging smaller na, doktora, ano, kaya dinurog mo man ito, doktora, dinurog man ito. Dinurog. Okay, gindurog. Okay, dinurog. So, naging smaller na sila, doctors, lahat kayo ha, naging smaller na sila. Kaya dinurog man, yan ang emulsification through the help of the bile salts and bile acids. Later on, hindi pa yan ma-absorb kaagad-agad. Hindi pa yan. Kasi, you know what? Masyado kasi itong fatty pa, di ba? Ang fats kasi, you know what? Itong lining ng ating intestine, dito ko ilalagay ha. Dito tayo. Yan. Ito. Itong mga lining kasi ng ating intestine dito, di ba sabi natin, ang brush border dito sa villi, may mga enzymes yan. You know what? The enzymes that are released by the microvilli, dito, are enzymes, of course, which will help in the final absorption process of the final products of digestion, including the fats, of course. Di ba ang fats, di ba sa pag-aralan nyo kay Dr. Monsanto, ang fats, di ba, ang final niya, para ma-absorb ay, ano yon, doktora, fatty acids, di ba? And monoglycerides. Ganun ano. So that they can be absorbed finally, ay dapat this one should blend with the watery environment dito kasi sa gilid, sa brush border, watery kasi ito, parang ang mga enzymes na nire-release dito ay embedded in a watery environment. Paano mo naman mabiblend ito? Kasi look, pati kasi ito, globular, di ba sabi natin, langis, tubig at langis, di ba? Ang tubig at saka fats at saka, let's say, this water, hindi talaga naghahalo yan sila. Di ba? Hindi naghahalo. Di ba? Oo. So, one way by which para sa'yo, para baga mahalo naman lamang sila, eh, durug-durugin muna. Pero di pa rin talaga yan. Hindi pa rin talaga yan. Kahit paano pa. Makita mo pa rin talaga, nag-separate pa rin talaga sila. Pero at least, kung dinudurog mo, at least, more or less, hindi kasing tindi. Compared sa hindi mo talaga durugin. Ganun rin mangyayari sa ating katawan. Ganito yon. So, paano man yan, Dok, ma-absorb? Paano man yan, Dok, ma-absorb dito? Kahit pa inumulsify na yan, sa maliliit na bahagi, remember, watery kasi itong enzymes para siya makapasok, para ma-absorb dito through these enzymes, ay paano kaya? Kasi hindi man sila maghahalo. O ganito na yon. Mapapasok yan. May pag-asa mong pasok. Paano? Ayan na naman ang fatty acids at bile salts. Bile salts at saka bile at ganito yon. Ang bile salts at bile acids. Ang bile acids at saka bile salts, meron yan silang, di ba? Anong nasa center, doktora? Anong nasa center? Hydrophobic. Ito dito ay hydrophilic, right? Now, ang fats ay hydrophobic, di ba? Ang fats ay hydrophobic, di ba? Hydrophobic ang fats, di ba? Di naman naghahalo yan sa tubig. So, itong fat ay ang fatty acids sa micelle formation na to, ha? This time, nagmi-micelle formation na tayo. Kasi yung una, emulsification. Ngayon, micelle. How is micelle formation brought about? Yung bile salts po na meron pong, ito po, na may hydrophobic, ito po ay magbibilin po dito sa taba. Ano man itong dito, yung hydrophilic, ang hydrophilic po ay pupunta dito po. Dito, sa gilid po ng fat. O ano man ang mangyayari? So therefore, nagiging, nasa labas man ito, yung hydrophilic portion, narito sa labas. Wow! Pag hydrophilic na po yan, dito sa labas po, kasi micelle formation man ito, nagbi-blend na siya sa watery environment dito. Ha? Doktora, andok, hindi lang sa'yo ha, kailangan ituro ito ha, nagbi-blend na ito dito. So therefore, mapapasok na siya, doktora. Ha? Makakapasok na siya. That's why, mapupunta na siya, doktora, dito. Hindi man, sa ating lacteals. Ha? Okay, ha? Very good. Sige. Okay. Sige, tayo na tayo. We go further. Okay, so, ano na naman ito? Paborito na naman ito. Brunner's glands. Okay, paborito na naman itong tanong. Okay. Saan ang Brunner's glands? Anong naalala niyo sa inyong anatomy at saka histology? Doktora, saan ang Brunner's? Duodenum. Actually, duodenum siya. Para huwag kalimutan, di ba meron tayong panet na kanina, small intestine na, di ba may panet na mayroong lysozymes. Alala ko si Bruno Mars. Si Bruno Mars ba? Alam mo si Bruno Mars? Di ba si Bruno Mars maliit? Di ba? Maliit si Bruno Mars. Oh. Ang small intestine small, di ba? Small. Maliit bang small or large? Ang small intestine, maliit kay small intestine. How much more small? Dapat warang duodenum, di ba? Much more smaller na portion ng duodenum o ng small intestine. So, si Bruno Mars ay maliit. So, ang nasa duodenum dok ang Brunner's glands. Ito man, Brunner's kasi maliit, duodenum, di ba?
Yes.
Ina-associate mo si Bruno Mars na maliit. Maliit si Bruno Mars, ha? Hindi siya kasi Pilipino siya, Pilam yun eh, ha? So maliit siya. Tapos nasa duodenum, di ba ang duodenum maliit, small intestine? Okay, ha? So yan. Okay. Huwag na masyado yan, kaya medyo lalagay ko na lang yan sa biochem, ha? Lalagay ko sa biochem yan. Ito na. At least nakaintindi na kayo kung paano mangyayari, ha? Edi man, so remember, yung inabsorb mo ng mga chylomicrons, fats, remember, di ba pupunta yan sa, di ba yung lecture natin, pupunta yan sa boundary between the internal jugular and the subclavian, di ba? Para maging brachiocephalic, right and left, and then they go to the inferior vena cava, o superior vena cava, i-circulate na dito sa heart. Di ba, babalik na yan sa ating mga, sa dugo, di ba? Sa dugo, di ba, doktora?
Yes.
Kaya pala, Dok, meron pala tayong mga chylomicrons, meron tayong mga low density lipoproteins, meron tayong very low density lipoproteins. Ano, Dok? Ano? Nakuha mo na, Dok. Kaya tayo nagkaganyan kasi absorb sila dito sa lymphatics. Ayan, oh. Kaya pupunta dito. Pupunta naman talaga sa heart yan, di ba? Yung heart, di ba? Pupunta, meron naman yung panumdum. Di ba? Di ba? Superior vena cava, di ba? Di ba? Left subclavian saka internal jugular, tapos right subclavian saka right internal jugular will become the brachiocephalic veins. Right and left brachiocephalic veins will become your superior vena cava. So superior vena cava will go to the right atrium, right ventricle, then dito sa pulmonary, then will become the pulmonary vein, will become to the left and right pulmonary veins, then go to the left atrium, left ventricle, aorta, then yun, aorta, magpupunta na sa mga may iba pang mga branches dito sa systemic. Kaya nagkakaroon ka ng mga fats. Di ba yung mga triglycerides, di ba pag nagpapa-order ka ng sinasabi nating lipid profile. Di ba, doktora? Ha? Okay, so sige. Okay. Sige, so tayo. Okay. So yan lang. What is my good input na pwede ko maibigay sa bile? So again, saliva 1 liter, ingestion of liquids. So all water absorption in GI tract occurs via osmosis. So ingestion of saliva as 1 liter, ingestion of liquid natin 2.2 liters, gastric juice 2 liters, bile 1 liter, pancreatic juice 2 liters, intestinal juice, then total ingested and secreted 10.3 liters. Okay. Ang pinakamarami ang pinakamaraming absorption ng tubig ay sa small intestine. May tubig din talaga na ni-absorb ang large, pero pinakamarami pa rin sa small. Okay. Ito, Doc, ha? Pinahinalo ko na ito hinalo ko ito ng tortora at saka silis. So, tingnan. Therefore, ano nga ba ang summary ng digestive activities in the pancreas, liver, gallbladder, small intestine? Pancreas, Doc, delivers the pancreatic juice, of course, into the duodenum. Kasi you have to complete the process of digestion into the duodenum via the pancreatic duct to assist absorption for pancreatic enzymes and their function. So, liver produces, of course, the bile. Produces, ang gallbladder storage lamang. Pero ang production talaga ng bile ay yung liver cells. Necessary for the emulsification and absorption of lipids. So, syempre, kung you have to absorb the lipid, you have to make it micelle. You have to do the micelle formation, of course. Pero bago maging micelle, emulsify muna. Ang emulsification meaning, papalit-litin mo pa ang mga fats mo. Now, even though pinalit mo na ang mga fats after emulsification, dapat i-micelle formation mo. Kasi, remember, even though fatty acids na sila, what I mean to say, sa emulsification, papaliitin mo pa sila para mas marami siyang surface area. Para mas maraming surface area para mas ma-absorb pa siya. Okay. Now, so magmi-micelle ka. Now, para mapapasok ito sa ating intestine, sa villi, microvilli dyan, brush border, you have to micelle this formation kasi alam mo, ang mga enzymes ay naka-embed sa watery environment dito sa microvilli, sa brush border. So, dapat ito magbi-blend dito. Okay, ha? So, kung hindi ka magmi-micelle formation, kasi pag micelle formation, di ba, ang bile salts mo or bile acids, di ba, magbi-blend dito sa hydrophilic, yung outer niya portion, magbi-blend dito sa side. Ang hydrophobic naman niya dito, ay magbi-blend dito. So, therefore, pag nag-blend ito dito, ito, yung outer surface niya, which is the hydrophilic, magiging hydrophilic kunwari. So, therefore, magre-react na siya dito, so mapapasok na siya sa loob. Okay. Small intestine, major site of the digestion and absorption of nutrients and water in the GIP. Tapos, intestinal glands secrete intestinal juice to assist absorption. Absorptive ito, digest and absorb the nutrients. Of course, goblet, secrete, mucus, enterocrine cells. Ito na, secretin, cholecystokinin, glucose-dependent, isonotropic peptide. Tapos, PANF, they secrete the lysozymes and phagocytosis, duodenum, Brunner's glands. So, i-associate mo yung duodenum na maliit na Brunner, si Bruno Mars. So, Brunner, secrete alkaline fluid, ito ba, no? Secrete alkaline fluid to buffer the stomach acids and mucus for protection and lubrication. Okay? Circular folds, plica circularis, ang ibang pangalan dito ay plica circularis, doctor, Plica circularis, take note. O kaya, what is the other name? Valvulae conniventes. Doktora. So, if I ask you, Dr. Eliani, what is the other name for the circular folds? What will be your answer? Plica circularis and Valvulae conniventes. Tapos, from the circular folds or plica, dyan, pupunta na, magkakaroon na ng villi, and then later on, may microvilli na. So, dapat alam mo ang relationship nito kung paano na-form. Okay. Ang karamihan sa mga estudyante before, hindi nila Hindi nila maintindihan kung ang differentiation ng villi at microvilli. So ngayon, klaro na sa inyo, ha? Yung nakikita mo kaagad talaga doon, na malaki doon sa parang sa small intestine, yung ano yan, plica, yung parang mga line-line. Yung villi ay microscopic yun. Pero yung plica ay, you can see that grossly actually. Ha, doctors? Ang villi at microvilli, microscopic yun. Okay? So we continue. So yung muscular portion, of course, ng small, for peristalsis yun. Okay? Then, okay. Summary naman ng digestive enzymes. Okay, so don't forget, doctors, saliva, amylase ka agad. Salivary amylase, okay. Ano ba ang function? Sabihin natin. Tanong ko, ano bang function? Ito po, Doc. Ang salivary amylase would cause the starches, the yung starches po natin, Doc, di ba? Yung sa ating kinakain, para ma-convert siya into disaccharides, maltose, disaccharides. Pero mga incomplete pa yan, Doc, partial pa lang, hindi pa yan final products. Ha? Ang lingual lipase naman, ang ating pong fats and oils na sa kinakain ko po, ay through the lingual lipase, 10% pa lamang po, 10% pa lamang, hindi pa marami masyado. Kasi marami po talaga doon ay doon po sa pancreas po. Doon sa portion ay fatty acids and deglycerides. Yan ang sinasabi ko, Doc. Ha? Yan ang final na products ng fats, fatty acids and deglycerides. Now, 10% lang yan, ha? Now, pupunta ng ating kinain, dahil ang panda ay pabalik-balik, ang panda kasi pabalik-balik sa atin ng 10 times, gastric juice pupunta. So, ayan na. Pepsinogen to become pepsin. Alam niyo na yan, ha? By the hydrochloric acid. Okay? Di man? Chip cells, ginashoot mo yan, di ba, doktora? Chip cook, Pepsi Cola. Ang proteins natin ay magiging polypeptides, Doc. Yan, ha? Okay, partial pa lang yan, ha? Partial pa lang. Tapos, punta na sila of course, sa duodenum, di ba? Dapat, Doc, klarado na, pagpunta na sa duodenum, dapat magiging alkaline ng environment, di ba? In order that the pancreatic enzymes can function properly. Okay, so, ano mangyayari? Okay, dito sa pancreas po, meron tayong pancreatic amylase produced by the pancreatic axinal cells. Ha? Ito man, pancreas amylase produced by the pancreatic axinal cells. Ano man gagawin niya? Yung pong mga polysaccharides po sa starches natin, yun, sa ating pong kinain mula dito sa ating, yung binili natin sa Jollibee, sabihin natin, okay, ano ba yung mga maraming carbohydrates na, ano ba yan, Doktora Ilani? Yung kasama doon sa hamburger? Dok Ilani? Yung French fries? French fries? O, diba? Ayan, marami yan. Starches. So, ang polysaccharides dyan, kasi diba, may partial naman talaga, diba may partial dito sa taas? Polysaccharides para, di ba? Tapos, yan, nagiging maltose, yan, Yung iba dyan kasi, yung iba dyan kasi na polysaccharides, hindi kasi marami talaga dito ang saliva, ang amylase pa. Ha? So, yung iba dyan ay, yun, ang pancreatic amylase, ayan, mag-a-act na siya sa starches para maging polysaccharides or polysaccharides, so para maging maltose din. Yan ang function daw. Actually, pareho lang ang function dito at saka dito. Kaso lang, dito kasi mga 10%, around 10% lang, hindi pa talaga marami. Ang marami talaga, Doc Ilani, ay dito yon sa pancreatic juice. Ito, ha? Doktora, so may tuturo mo yan, ha? Tapos, ano naman yung mga pinag-usapan natin? Di ba mga enzymes ito din? Enzymes din ito, di ba? Chymotrypsinogen, chymotrypsin, polycystic, di ba sabi natin, but they should be released in its inactive form muna, ha? Kasi kung i-activate mo pa lang sa pancreas, magkakaroon ng pancreatitis. Delikado yon, ha? So dapat, dito na sila activate sa loob ng duodenum via the enterokinase, ha? Enterokinase. So paano yon? So ang trypsinogen magiging trypsin. Ang chymotrypsin magiging chymotrypsin. So paano yun? Ano bang role ng trypsin? Adi man, doktora, nagsinisaring, trypsinogen enterokinase. Ang ating clue, doktora, enter the dragon. Enter. Pag nag-enter, yung chymotrypsinogen sa duodenum, anong enzyme yon? Enter. Enterokinase. So pancreatic axillary cells, the proteins, doc, will become peptides. Peptides ba, Peptides. Dito kasi, in part, actually, sa ibang book, ito dito sa gastric juice, di ba, mayroon tayong pepsin. Magiging peptides siya. Polypeptides. O polypeptides. Now, itong polypeptides na yan, hindi pa kumpleto yan. So, pagdating dito sa pancreas, ang polypeptides na yan, magiging peptides. Yun peptides. Ganon rin ang elastase. Okay? Yan. Carboxypeptidase. Okay? Ito. Pancreatic lipase. Ito dito marami na talaga ito. So yung iba doon na hindi pa masyadong na digest dito to become fatty acids. Dito 'yon mangyayari dito. So the triglycerides, fats and oils that have been emulsified by the bile salts, they become now the fatty acids and ito na doc, monoglycerides. So, alam naman natin, sinabi ko sa inyo na ang fatty acids and monoglycerides na yan, hindi yan ma-absorb ng microvilli kung hindi mo i-micelle formation. Dapat i-micelle formation na yan. Okay. So, ribonucleic acid, okay, converts the RNA and the DNA to become nucleotides. Okay. Now, lahat ng ito, except of course for the fatty acids, ay hindi pa ready for final absorption kasi dapat durugin pa siya. Okay, ganito 'yon. Ito na tayo. Brush border sa microvilli. Okay. 'Di ba? Meron na tayong mga maltose, 'di ba? Dito pa lang. Look at these doctors. Di man? Maltose. Sabi ko nga sa iyo, hindi pa ready yan, hindi pa final yan, Ito medyo final. Okay, so, dito yon. So, tingnan nyo dito. Dito tayo. So, therefore, ang maltose ay magiging glucose na through a secretion from the brush border which we call as maltase. Dok, ang table salt natin, ang table sugar natin, di ba sucrose yun? Yes, may sucrase doon sa ating brush border. Ito man, ang sucrose through the sucrase will become glucose na and fructose. Okay. Dok, ang mga fruits Ang fruits like apples, like bananas, bakit hindi sila kasing tindi ng table salt na sucrose? Mas madali silang matunaw. Mas fitted sila sa diabetic. Kasi ito ang matindi ang sucrose. Ang nasa apple kasi is fructose. Madali itong matunaw. Hindi ito masyado matindi na sugar ang fructose. Kaya nakakatulong siya sa mga diabetic. Ito ang mga nasa ice cream na yan. Ice cream, yung mga nasa kalamay na yan. Nasa sugar cane. Ito yung glucose. Medyo matindi yan. Okay ha? So, this one. So, ito na doc. Ang peptidase dito sa polypeptides, peptides, ito na yun. Amino acid at amino ends of peptides. Via the aminopeptidases, dun sa brush border mo, magiging amino acids and peptides. Yan, mapapasok na talaga yan. Yan ang final products. Ito yung final products natin ng absorption dun sa small intestine, So, re-reviewin niyo yan, doctors, kung paano nangyayari ang ating absorptive process. Okay, so, Doc Iliani, patapos na tayo kasi mag 45 minutes na lang. Balikan na natin yung technique mo kanina. Start within 5 seconds in telling us briefly to tell you very important anatomic, histologic, and physiologic scientific facts about the pancreas. So, actually, sinabi mo na yan kanina. Alalahanin mo lang ito. Alalahanin mo lang yan. Masasagot mo ako. Di ba? Kanina pa natin. Ibang style ko. Sinimulan kanina, katapusan ngayon. So, sa ultrasound, ito yon Doc. Ito yung ating pancreas. Kuman. Aorta. Cross-section ito, cross-section. Cross-section. Ito man, pancreas. Tingnan mo yan. Pag namamaga, anong itsura, Doc? Normal yan, normal. Pancreas. Ito man, masyadong maitim. Namamaga. Pancreatitis yan. Inflammation of the pancreas, pancreatitis. Okay? Ito naman, pag mayroon kang mga calcifications sa pancreas, chronic na yan. Chronic, matagal ng pancreatitis yan. Ito naman ay acute. Namamaga. Tingnan mo naman ang normal, hindi pa naman namamaga masyado. Hindi naman malaki. Ito, Doc, masyadong ito po, Doc, ay lasinggero na pasyente. Tapos binangungot daw, Doc. Binangungot, namatay. Pancreatitis. Hindi mo nakakarinig ganyan? Binangungot. Kasi naglasing nung isang gabi tapos kain ng mani. Kain ng mani, Doc. Nung alas 2 na ng madaling araw, kain pa siya ng mga oily foods. Di ba nakakarinig kanyan? Binangungot daw. Pancreatitis. Okay, sige. So tell me a very important scientific data about this organ. P stands for pancreatic juice. The exocrine secretion of the pancreas moves to the pancreatic ducts to the small intestine where it functions in digestion. Pancreatic juice and aqueous, an enzymatic component. Pancreatic juice also contains, and do not forget, pancreatic juice also contains pancreatic amylase, which continue the polysaccharide in general cavity, pancreatic lipase, expectant lipase. Okay. The major proteolytic acid. I'm going to give this to you, So, pag-aralan nyo yan. So, nasa silis ito. Pero ginawa ko lang na something na palatable. Actually, yung sa silis, madaling maintindihan. Pero ginawa ko lang, di ba, parang Christmas, C is for the candy trim around the Christmas tree, di ba? Tapos, di ba, H is for the happiness within the family, di ba? R is for the reindeer, passing by. So, dito, ganun, terton. Dapat the pancreas neutralize the acidic component by aqueous alkaline, so the enzyme produced like trypsin can function, di ba? So, cholecystokinin produced by the stimulus, the enzyme release, di ba? Ala, Dok, pinagkasabi ko yan kanina, pinagkasabi nga, di ba? So, hindi ko na kailangang ulitin, pero re-reviewin nyo uli, Reviewin nyo yan. Okay, don't forget, doctors. Okay. Ang pancreas, di ba, sabi natin retroperitoneal, and other, yung marang DPKA, retroperitoneal. Review lang natin ang peritoneum. Okay. Dok, ano ba ang relationship ng peritoneum sa mga mesentery na yan, omentum na yan? Actually, related sila. Ganito yun. Ang peritoneum, ito ba, di ba? Blue, parietal ito, at saka papasok ang, di ba, at saka may visceral peritoneum. Di ba, ang peritoneum natin may parietal at saka visceral. Yung parietal, nasa labas-labas yan. So, just inside our body, di ba ito, wall, muscle wall, anterior muscle wall, posterior muscle wall dito. Now, ang andyan ang parietal, of course, behind the abdominal wall. Ito, parietal yan. Now, papasok ito para maging visceral. Ayan, magiging ganito, pupunta dyan sa liver. Ito naman yung parietal, posterior parietal, ganito rin yan, ganito dito, ganyan. Bali visceral na ito. Ang visceral to visceral reflection ng peritoneum ay pagkasama from here and here. Kaya ang tawag mo dyan is lesser omentum. So therefore, ang omentum, Doc, is related pero not related yan, of course. Yun na yun. Doc, ang omentum ba ay peritoneum? Yes. Peritoneum yun. By specific name lang siya na omentum kasi visceral to visceral peritoneal reflection po yan. Yan nagkasama. Yan. Okay. Tapos, yung anterior portion yan, pupunta na dito, So, yan o, doctors, yan. O, posterior naman ito. Now, magsasama na naman yan sila. Visceral to visceral. O, sandali. O, tingnan nyo. Oho. Tapos magiging bababa, tapos aakyat itong dalawa. Tapos nakakuha ka ng pouch dyan, parang bulsa. Kaya tinawag na mental bursa. May bursa ba? Diba? Now, ito na naman, gaganito yan dito. Visceral. Punta na naman siya dyan. Ang tawag mo dyan ay, kasi, panumdum kayo, doktor, large intestine ito, transverse ba? Oh, kaya, ang tawag dyan ay transverse mesocolon. Kaya colon man ini. Okay. Tapos, look, doctor, kukonect siya dito sa parietal, posterior parietal. Kaya ang tawag mo dito ay transverse mesocolon. Tapos, sa posterior portion, tingnan mo sa drawing, nasa silis ito ha, papasok dito sa mga dito, kay parietal, posterior parietal man ito. Papasok doon dito ang maging visceral. Yan magkasanga-sanga ito, mga small intestines nga rito. Ayan so magiging yan, babalutin niya, punta dito. Magkasanga-sanga yan. Tapos magkukonek sa parietal peritoneum. Kaya ang tawag mo dito ay mesentery proper. All in all, this one, the mental bursa, at saka this one becomes your mesentery in general. Mesentery in general. That's why ang mga mesentery, mga omentum na yan, ay related yan sa peritoneum. In fact, they are peritoneal reflections. So, wala silang pinagkaiba. Okay. Nagkaiba lang naman kasi this one is more localized. Bali kung paano siya nagsimula, paano siya naging ganyan, it's because of this. Okay, so, therefore, any organ that is almost always covered by the visceral peritoneum is what you call as intraperitoneal organs. While those organs which are not totally covered by the peritoneum. Tingnan mo ito. Pancreas. D. Duodenum. P. Pancreas. K. Kidney. A. Adrenals. Descending and ascending colon. Rectum. Abdominal aorta. Ureter. Etc. May marami pa yan. Are therefore retroperitoneal. Retro, behind the peritoneum. Meaning, they are only partially covered by the peritoneum. That's why they are retroperitoneal. While the rest are intraperitoneal because they are almost always completely covered by the visceral peritoneum. Okay. Ganito, makinig muna, Dr. Elani, kasi gusto kong i-mentor ito sa grupo, sa Med 1. Strictly speaking talaga, if you have to say strictly speaking, wala naman talagang organ that is really within the peritoneal cavity. Actually, wala. Kasi kung titingnan mo, doktora, this is a peritoneal cavity. Ito ba? Itong puti na to. Peritoneal cavity. Look, the organs are actually covered by the visceral peritoneum. Pero ang intraperitoneal talaga, nasa peritoneal cavity, ay wala talaga. Hindi kasi talaga sila nandyan. Hindi talaga sila nandyan. Okay pa. Sabihin pa natin, lugod, Doc, intra-abdominal, kaya abdominal naman ini. Abdominal naman ini. But strictly speaking, nasabihin mong intraperitoneal, hindi talaga sila kasi wala talagang organ talaga dyan sa peritoneal cavity mismo. Peritoneal cavity. Pero sinasabi na lamang natin na intraperitoneal so that we can differentiate from what we call as retro. Ha? Kaya tolerable na rin ang sabihin mong intraperitoneal kasi they are not retroperitoneal, doktora, ha? Bali, ang ibig sabihin